Who's ready for a beer? Fuck. Oh, yeah. Definitely need a beer today to get the day going. Fuck. Who's ready to have a good time? Drink a beer. Have just possibly some good laughs. Who knows? See if anything will get me laughing in the chat today. We shall see. Well, it's going to be a good one today, I feel like. I have high hopes for this beer. High hopes for it. I already got approval from my father, who's not really into like the more tartar kind of sour beers. He told me this is like drinking a cheesecake, so I'm kind of excited. Because we all know how much I like my cheesecakes. I'm a big cheesecake nut, so if this comes out good, this is going to be a selection that has to be in the house at all times if it's good. But we shall see. Yes, Lee. Today's that day. Today's like the only day it's acceptable for you to put that in chat, because who knows, that might happen today. And hell yeah, Kentucky. Good to see you. Derek, I might be able to help you out with that today, so that won't be for you, possibly. Who knows? Fermunda cheese? Yes, it's made with Fermunda cheese. It's why it gives it the kind of ball sack aroma, you know. Sip it. Sip, sip-a-doop. Sippity-doo-dah. Damn right. Well, it's 4 o'clock, so I guess it's time to do the damn thing. I think it's time. So, we'll do this. And then... Bam. Welcome everybody to another live beer review. And today we got a cool one. I don't know. This is like kind of like a smaller microbrew near me. So I don't think this is going to be one you guys are going to be able to find anywhere in your guys' area. This is a brewery where you just go to the brewery themselves and pick this up and try it for yourself. So yeah, today we are going to be taking a look at Cake Crusher, the raspberry one, from Black Horizon Brewing Company up here in Illinois. So I like that can art already. It's pretty cool. Big fan. A lot of nice colors on there. But the day I'm chugging a beer, everybody's telling me to sip it. What is going... Is it like opposite day? Am I confused right now? I don't know. But oh well. So this is a 5.5%. So I would say definitely sessionable. Definitely be able to have a few of these and feel good. But yeah, so before we get into the beer, let's talk a little bit about Black Horizon, because like I said before, they're a smaller brewery, so I would like to see something good coming out of a smaller little micro pub, kind of like that. So let's see, who are they? Practically, they're a small microbrewery with a tap room that turns out award-winning barrel-aged beer, rotating styles and varieties. Just 3 guys who brought the vision of opening a small community brewery to reality. We do not make batches of 1,000 gallons at a time, so things will change frequently, so come back often and try something new and exciting. So that's always really cool. They always stick to smaller batches. They kind of like experimenting with different stuff, which is really cool. I like that. It's just like 3 guys that enjoy beer. It's badass. So what this beer is described as, technically it's described as a fruit beer, but that's okay. So it's, like I said, it's a 5.5% with 10 IBUs, and it's considered a golden ale with raspberry, vanilla, graham cracker, lactose, and cheesecake flavor. So, but their real description of this beer is Cake Crusher Returns. The latest batch features one of our favorite fruits, raspberry, with over 170 pounds of raspberries using to make that batch. And let's see, so they're telling me I'm going to get jammy raspberry fruit notes with all the fixings of traditional New York style cheesecake. Yes, please. Yes, fucking please. So let's crack her open and see what we're looking at. So wait for it. Oh yeah. Favorite sound of all time. So let's see what we're getting on the smell. Oh yeah, right in my face, raspberry, right off the bat, which is really nice. That's all I'm really getting out of this so far. But I love raspberry, so I feel like this is gonna be good. So let's pour her in and see what we're looking at. Oh yeah, it kind of has like a nice kind of darker, I don't want to say golden red complexion to it. But I'm curious if it's gonna be sweeter than usual. I don't know if this isn't really considered a sour, but I'm guessing just that tart raspberry is just going to be there slightly and be washed away with the nice sweet cheesecakey kind of flavors. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. Nice little dark red and a little rosy complexion. Let's see what's smelling like in here. Oh yeah, raspberry kind of went full force in this one. Holy crap. And that smells fantastic. So let's give her a sip and let's try her out. So cheers, everybody. Okay. Right off the bat, getting a very, very strong raspberry flavor in there. Not really too tart, in my opinion. It's, to me, the raspberry kind of hits you first, and then it starts getting more sweeter toward the more you drink it. And let's see, I'm definitely getting like a creamy kind of cheese sweetness in there, along with like a bready kind of graham cracker in there. That's really cool. So, but more of the bready kind of graham cracker elements are popping out more than like the actual cheesecakey part of it. So yeah, this is pretty damn delicious. It's actually a lot more like mellower on the flavor as I thought it would be. It's smooth, it's not like a creamy mouthfeel in there, but it's like a refreshing kind of crisp mouthfeel, but you're getting like a creamy kind of flavor in there. So you're not with the lactose that I think is kind of emphasizing that cheesecake element in there. But yeah, this is pretty fantastic. I like it. Really, really good. Like I said before, the raspberry, it's a very, very like mellowed back kind of flavor. It's nothing that's like hitting you in the face, which is okay in my opinion. It's nothing that's going to be too overly sweet, too overly sour. It's just a very nice, just chilled, laid back beer. I think maybe the flavors might have been a little bit more predominant. If the ABV was a little higher, it might add like a little extra booziness to kind of balance out some of the flavors you're getting in there. Might have just boosted them up a little bit, but this isn't really, I wouldn't consider this a sour, to be honest. This is, because I'm getting like that nice crisp jammy kind of raspberry flavor. That's the most predominant flavor throughout this entire thing. And then the rest of like the cheesecake notes are very, very subtle. But it's like slight breadiness, slight cheesecakey, creamy, lactosey kind of notes in there as well. But overall, pretty solid. I'm enjoying this. So let's look into what Untappd has to say about this beer. So this is the Cake Crusher Raspberry. They also have a Cake Crusher Cherry as well, which I've yet to try. So, like I said, 5.5% ABV with 10 IBUs, so getting like a little bit of a bitterness in there, which is fine. With 54 ratings on this beer, and it has an average rating of 3.92 out of 5. So, not bad. Almost a 4 out of 5, which is, it's good in my books. So let's see what people are saying about this beer. So let's see. So somebody put on here that it was actually better the second time around that they tried it. Gave it a 3.75. Somebody gave it a 3.25, 3.5, 3.75, 4.5, 4.5, 3.25, 4. So yeah, 4.25. So they're a little bit all over the place, but a pretty average kind of rating on here, I would say. So, but that's good. So, let's see. Let's start getting into our grading systems here. So, let's see. Let's go off can art. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's because since they're trying to emphasize that it's a cheesecake kind of golden ale, they want you to they want you to know that there's cheesecake notes in there. They want you to know that there's the raspberry in there. So that's where they kind of went off with the art on it. So nice red colors, nice pictures of a cheesecake on the side. I like that. It's definitely something that if I saw this showing up at a liquor store or a bottle shop near me, it'd definitely catch my attention just because of the red colors and kind of having that that baker's ribbon kind of name cover, which is nice. I like that kind of touch to it as well. Has all the information you need on there with what it's brewed with. ABV is all bright and emphasized, and where the brewery is, it's in Willowbrook, Illinois. So yeah, that's a solid can art. I like it. So I would say with my rating for can art on that one, I'd probably give it maybe a 3.75 to a 4. I like it. Definitely, like I say before all the time, where it's like my ideal kind of art style on a can is leading towards like the more intricate art or like kind of a metal kind of look onto it. Or if it kind of goes in a direction to where if it is trying to like target something that I like, where it comes to how I've had one from a droid, it was targeting the crow, which I'm a big fan of, so I like that one more than other ones because it was putting something on the can that emphasized what I enjoy a lot. So that what gave that one a higher rating for me. So, but yeah, it's still a solid can art. I really enjoy it. Definitely be something that would catch my eye at a liquor store or bottle shop. But let's get down to the ratings of the actual beer itself. So, has a 3.92 average rating on Untappd. And before I get to my final rating on this guy, let's see. If I would have gotten this beer in a flight, would I get another glass of it? I mean, the flavors I'm getting are good. The raspberry is great. It's crisp. It's jammy. Just the way I like it. It's not too tart. It's just like a tartness for like a millisecond. Like, out of like a tartness level out of 5, I give this like a 2. It's like hits you really quick and washes away with the sweet kind of cheesecakey flavor with the kind of the breadiness of the graham cracker you get in there as well. Let's see. If I would have gotten this in a flight, I enjoy the flavors. I kind of wish they were a little bit more pungent and a little bit more out there when it comes to the cheesecake flavors. Like I like the raspberry, but I would like to see a little bit more of the cheesecake kind of take force a little bit more. So I probably wouldn't get another glass of this if I got it in a flight. I would sit back and enjoy what I have, but I wouldn't go out of my way to try to get myself another glass of this. I would enjoy the glass I had of it and then move on to something else. It's solid. I enjoy it, but I don't think I enjoy it enough to where I'd go out of my way to, after drinking a smaller glass of it in a flight, to go out and get an actual size glass of it. I don't know if I would actually. I'd recommend this for people that are starting to look into getting into more of like the fruited beer or kind of like slightly bitter when it comes to fruit flavors, just because you're not going to be hitting the ground with how tart it is. But like I said, it's a slight tart flavor and then gets like that mixed out between the creamy kind of sweetness of the cheesecake notes and that kind of breadiness with the graham cracker in there. But it's overall a solid beer. I enjoy it. I don't think I'd go out of my way to like search for it. If I saw it at a liquor store, if I was over at Black Horizon, I'd get a 4-pack. Yeah, just sit back and have a sessionable beer to drink. But I wouldn't go like searching for it, if you know what I mean. It's not something that blows me away when it comes to how great the flavors are. The flavors are good, but it's not something that would be a very widely searched beer for me. But, so let's get down to the final rating. Has a 3.92 on Untapped, 54 ratings, so pretty higher average rating. So I'd give this like a 7.5. Yeah, it's solid. I enjoy it. It's definitely, the flavors are good that are there. I would have just enjoyed if like the cheesecake notes were a little bit more predominant in there. And like I really enjoy the jammy raspberry. But when it comes to me looking for a beer that's trying to emphasize it being a raspberry cheesecake, I want more cheesecake. I'm a cheesecake guy. I want more of those cheesecake flavors. I mean, they're there, but they're not there enough, in my opinion. But overall, it's still a solid beer. I enjoy it. So, that's what I think I'm going to go with this beer on a rating. I think I'm going to leave it at a 7.5. I think would be reasonable. 7.25 around there. Between 7 and 7.5. I'm not sure what. It would take a little bit for me to kind of narrow down within that what it would be, but I think that's a good area of a rating, I think. So, yeah, I think that's what I got for you guys today. So, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button as well. There's also a little button with a notification bell on there. Let you know whenever I'm going live and doing another review. And everybody hanging out in chat, appreciate every one of you. You guys are regulars and you guys stick with me while I do all this. You guys are real MVPs. I appreciate every single one of you that helped me out with getting me some views on these. This is still, I want to say after doing this for almost 2 months now, it's still a newer avenue of going down my YouTube journey. So thank you guys for sticking with me and kind of supporting me when I do all this. But other than that, yeah, I think that's it. So, since it's Thursday, I think you guys know what that means. Better get your beers ready. If you're gonna do one with me. I think it would be greatly appreciated. I know Dud just has one ready. I don't know if Lee's still at the shop or not, but he probably doesn't have a beer to drink. But that's okay. Other than that, yeah, I think that's what we got today. I have another review coming out for you guys tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited for that one because I've actually had that beer before, but didn't do an actual review for it, so I'm ready to get a review up for it. So, other than that, yeah, thank you for tuning in. So, hope you guys are getting your beers ready. If you're gonna drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And since it's fucking Throwdown Thursday, let's fucking do this. Cheers. Latest.